Interesting. So different avenues to get inspiration for your material. Now, in the entertainment business, sometimes, you know, the limelight comes with its pressures. So when you're doing great, everybody celebrates you. And the moment something goes wrong, you become, you know, the end of everyone's jokes. I mean, there's a lot that's been happening this week. Care to share your thoughts?
No, I feel, about the when you get to a level and then everyone wants you to come around, and then it could, one way or the other, affect you, especially when someone wants you to come for his event, and then you have another event, and this person that's inviting you wants to pay you more than this person that you have a relationship with, and because you have bills to pay, and then sometimes, which I had those at the beginning where I couldn't manage, because to get a level you might not be able to manage a relationship. You might have to, when I negotiate with anybody, I say the reason why I'm negotiating, I'm telling you I want to collect this amount, is because I don't want to be tempted.
You don't want to be tempted.
I don't want to.
I'm going to put you on the spot. You have to make me laugh. I think that should be easy. And I'll give you something to work with. So edible catering.
No, don't give me something to work with.
I'm giving you something, edible catering. I mean, let's look at, you know, there's been the Mavens, you've had, you know, a lot of crisis in the entertainment industry. I mean, there's the P-Square one where they were not sure if they were together, then they came back and now they are separate. I mean, there's so much material, and I want you to bring out the funny side. Let's look at the light side and laugh it off.
I'll be sincere with you. Fortunately, my kind of comedy is, yes, I'm involved in. But I grew up in church, just like I said, I'm a gospel comedian, but it doesn't restrict me from doing other events. Okay,
you've taken enough time. Now give me the joke. I need you to make me laugh.
Basically, one of the jokes that I usually crack is I go to event and I say, greatest SACO, and people say, what school did you go to?
University of Cambridge.
I go to event and I say, you know, greatest SACO, and they say great. And then, you know, for you to say greatest SACO, it means that maybe you're part of them. And then I tell them I stay on Akoka Road, but it's not far from Unilag. I never went to Unilag.
I did go to Unilag staff school, but I don't think that counts, does it?
You know, if you went, you did. At least you spent like 6 years or something. And then another one about this job is that sometimes you think you're popular. I was in Port Harcourt, and a lady after the event came to me and said, wow, I'm your fan. I said, really? And then she said she want to take picture, and she took picture, and all of a sudden she asked me, what's your name? I said, how are you my fan? You are a silly fan or something, you know.
A silly fan?
A silly fan, you know. and then one of the things that I usually tell people is the best time, I've been married for so long, for about 3 years now. I've not recovered from what I spent, you know, in the wedding.
But you didn't have to pay for like comedians. I'm sure you had that all free.
Free? I'm still paying.
You're still paying?
Yes, my father-in-law. I married a woman from Delta State, Agbaru, to a Robo, and then the way
Robo,
they smell.
are you?
No, not Robo. Yeah, just my. But she doesn't say me go to them say Vrendo. The next question they ask is Voko Robo, meaning are you Robo? Once they say you're not Robo, it means that you are in for it, and then they begin to smile to you. When they give you the list, you will know that sincerely. That's why they were saying Vrendo to you. I'm still paying. I had to negotiate with my father-in-law so that they can.
So speaking about marriage, what is your view about edible catering in marriages? I mean, it could be edible catering, it could be hungry man, it could be, I don't know. People save different numbers as different things.
I can't.
Becky with the good hair. No, you have to give me an answer. I'm not going to take, I was a church comedian.
No.
What is your view? You've been married 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
So having those funny numbers saved on your phone as edible catering, calling at different times of the night.
I don't. It's been, thank God for counseling. I don't do that edible catering. That's why I don't want to get involved.
You don't do edible catering?
I don't do edible catering. I don't do edible because...
Becky with the good hair.
Don't set me off. I don't want to be...
Even if you don't do, you know people who do. So you must have a view on it. You're not oblivious to what's going on.
Basically, I know I'm not. But, you know, I try not to, put... Because even
so if you met somebody that had edible catering on their phone...
Yes.
And it's like, my guy, what's up? What would you say?
Basically, I just tell him, advice. Because everything in life is principle. You sow good seed, you reap good seed, you cheat on your wife.
Your wife will cheat on you.
It might not be your wife that will cheat on you. It might just be, something that you never... It could be something you're planning or something you're expecting feedback from and you don't get it. And you're asking yourself, you cannot break the covenant of marriage and enjoy marriage. And so I'm not perfect myself. I have things I'm dealing with.
Edible catering is not part of that.
No, it's not part of it.
So what do you do to make sure edible catering is not part of the things you're dealing with?
I try as much as possible to carry my wife along. Try to, put people that possible.
Does she have access to to your phone at every time of the day?
She does. As I speak
if she sees a strange number and asks you, who is this person?
Yes, I will tell her. I'll tell her because and one thing that is helping her also, she is in a group where it has to do with married people, and they put signs because basically I go out and I see people all the time. I see.
So what happens when you have a fan, not the one you talked about, that jumps on you and is like, SACO, I just love you. Give me your number. What do you do?
I give my number. Yes, I do.
Give them your number.
I give my number.
And they call you at 11:30 p.m. or 1 a.m.
Fortunately, I don't pick. I won't pick your number by 1:30 a.m. I won't pick your number by 11. Sometimes I even give my wife the phone to pick. When
she picks it up, what happens?
Basically, hello, who do you want to speak with? And this is SACO. Okay. And can I know why it's not around at the moment, or one way or the other? We have to basically ask some questions. When your wife picks your call, it puts the person and says, okay, you have to be careful. And one way or the other. Okay, I will tell you, share an occasion.
So your wife is the one who manages your phone, but does she manage your career? Does she say, no, you can't go to this career, this event, or yes, you can go to this event?
Okay, my wife knows the kind of event I can go. And
so she manages your career, she gets you bookings, she negotiates on your behalf, like my husband must collect this amount.
Sometimes when I'm talking on the phone and this person is saying 400, I say 450, 500.
Maybe she's calculating her own
she's calculating and she's telling you 450, she's telling you, baby, don't go less than, and then I say, baby, maybe, and then we'll conclude, and then we have a particular amount. And I say,
so you run every decision by her?
Yeah, because it's good for you, it's healthy for you, and when you run it by her, and then she knows we have a goal, she knows we have a plan, because basically this job that is coming, you need to also invest. Yeah. That's why one thing that I have been working on is, I've seen people that when I was in secondary school do very well, and now you are asked, where are they? They are looking for something to help them. So the best time to do something is now. In the midst of when you are having the plenty, you need to invest. You need to start doing something.
So you don't see yourself, say, making jokes till you're 80. So that's why you're investing now, so that you can do something else.
It's good that I will be doing jokes till Alibaba is 50, and then he's been doing it over 20-something years. I am naturally funny. I am naturally funny when as we converse and all these things, but it's also good that you need to have other things you need to do.
Other streams of income.
Other streams of income. Yes, everybody has other streams of income, except they don't want to say it. My major source of income right now is comedy. But as a young person, you need to have other sources of income. You need to have things that you're investing on. My wife is doing something else, and basically she might use my influence to get clients and all these things. So
if your wife told you to stop doing comedy, would you stop?
She can't. But because she met me as a comedian.
Oh, so she has just signed up.
She knows that even the bride price I paid through
from comedy.
So she knows she can't tell me to stop. And basically,
what if your children decide one day they want to be comedians and they say, look, Dad, I don't want to go to school. I just want to be a comedian. I'll do apprenticeship. I'll come to your academy. Yeah, what would you say?
One, they must go to school. They must go to school because they must go to school. They must even go beyond the school that I went to. But I'm looking forward to my children.
When you say they must go to school, do you mean they must go to university, have a first degree, second degree, or do you mean they must be educated?
They must be educated.
Two different things.
They must be educated. They must. It means they have to go through the way things are going right now. Some people might not even go through the 4 walls of the university.
Yes, because you can sit in front of your laptop and get a degree.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, you need to be enlightened. You need to, because while in school, you can meet most of my clients now are people that I met in school.
Yeah, and you started off as a student.
I started off as a student, and now they're encouraging me, and now they're patronizing me. So I pray. I'm praying. My daughter is 2, and she makes me happy. If you check my Instagram, you see that I make a lot of things with my daughter, making some comedy out of it.
Okay, so final word. I need you to make me laugh again. So I'm giving you 10 seconds, or no, let me make you 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I say this that everywhere you go, sometimes it's not all the time. I feel that English is very deceptive. You don't have to I went to a church recently and people say, oh, SACO, you are very funny. The Lord will strengthen you. I said, thank you. And that person came, the Lord will strengthen you. Innocently, a young boy came and made the letter and said, Brother SACO, the Lord will strengthen you. I said, will strengthen you. To strengthen and strengthen is quite different. Someone will see you and ask you, how was your mother? And your mother is still alive. If you like yourself, tell the person, how was your own family members? Because your mother is still alive. You can't start using words from my family, and then, it's. But you can basically see more of my videos.
Thank you so much, SACO. It was a pleasure having you on Rubbin Mind.
I rub my mind too. Thanks for
you rub your mind. Okay. The show continues right after this break. Stay tuned.